Hey up, ghosties. Oh boy. All right. I would apologize for being late, but you know who I am, and honestly, I don't know how you come to expect anything different. When I say stream starts at 6 p.m., that means 7:30. Get used to it. Hi everybody. Loki, congratulations on getting first. Emily, thank you for the Spotify reminder, which I absolutely ignored until right this moment, right now. Let me go do that. Private session. There we go. Cool. Trying to preserve my Spotify lurk over here. Anxie, hello, welcome in. Purple Sphinx, hello. Ark, hello. I hope you guys are well today. Dawn, no worries about not being able to stay. I hope you have a great day. Crystal, hello. Ollie, good luck with the math test today. Reese, up, welcome in. Oblivion, hello. Hope you guys are well. I'll just cosplay you. Perfect. I have to record myself taking it. That's insane, actually. Let's be completely honest. The stupid thing didn't register. I came in on Wednesday and I lost my stream streak. I'm about to cry. Oh, that's actually devastating. I'm so sorry. That's insane. Aw. Yeah, I think you have to like stay for a certain amount of time for the streaks to actually count, which sucks. Oblivion, hello. You are on time. Juno, welcome in, mate. Hope you are well. I hope everybody's doing great. I am. Oh boy, I'm here today. I'm actually here on time. You are here on time. Good work. Hello everybody, my name is Almostander. Welcome home. How are we? I hope we're doing well today. Oh my god, my singing monsters needs to chill the fuck out. It is so loud in my ears. I'm also not sticking on my stream playlist today because I don't want to. I'm gonna have to put my regular stuff on. You look cute. Oh, thanks, Ollie. Thank you. I feel cute today. So, I'm rocking with it. I need to go speedrun my strengths homework. Good luck, I believe in you. I convinced my dad to get me ice cream. An actual win. Let's go. Hope you guys are well. I love everybody saying hi to each other. It's so cute. I'm a big fan of seeing everybody, like, say hi to each other and also to me. That's, like, I always get the, like, hi, Xander, hope you're well. How are you today? But I also love, like, seeing each other be like, hi, guys, hello. Like, it's just, it makes my brain happy. Anyways, little community shit makes my brain smile. So, hello. I don't know where I am. I don't know how to stream. I'm in a mood today. When am I not in a mood? Have I ever started a stream? Have I? Chat. It's been almost 2.5 years. Subathon coming soon. Subathon in 13 days? Subathon in 13 days? Subathon in 13 days says who? Brother, what? Anyways, that's coming up way faster than I expected it to be coming up, but it's coming. I need to be ready for that. I need to set up the submission forms. But no, I don't think I have ever started a stream and been like, guys, I'm in a great mental health mood today. I am well rested. I'm awake. I'm feeling great, feeling happy. Nothing's ever been wrong. Like, I don't know if I've ever started stream like in a yeah, as Reese said, in a neutral mood. Never just like, hey guys, just a day here. It's always just like, hey guys, I've had the best day of my entire life and I can't wait to tell you. Or, hey guys, I woke up on the wrong side of the fucking planet and I think everybody hates me. Like, I don't think I have a neutral. I don't think neutral is something that I am capable of feeling, if I'm entirely honest with you. But what I am capable of feeling is deep despair. No person who streams is happy. Real, actually. Anybody who's happy doesn't have anything interesting enough to talk about for 2.5 years. What have I been talking about for 2.5 years? What are you guys still listening to? I've run out of things to say, except for today, in which I have things to say. I want to talk about shit today. Chaotic, evil, or lawful good, no in between. Yeah, I am opposite sides of the spectrum 100% of the time. I've never once been neutral, not ever. But so today I woke up in one of those moods, catch me if you can relate, where I suddenly feel like I don't have any purpose in the universe, and that everything I've ever wanted is unrealistic, and also that I have no guiding force in my life. So that's one of the quirky moods that I'm in today. So catch me in what? Anyways, I woke up at 12 a.m. to dry heave over this. What are you dry heaving over? Catch me in what? Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed. Minecraft art, Minecraft servers, Minecraft lore, Minecraft. Yeah, no, I'm the same. Yeah, me too. I've what you literally just said. Yeah, no. I mean, like, yes, sorry. I was agreeing with you. I'm sorry that you woke up at 12 a.m. to dry heave over this, though. But yeah, no, I'm in this headspace right now, which is a weird headspace for me to be in, because I'm not normally in this headspace. Most of my friends can account that, like, every once in a while I get like this, but usually I'm very like, this is my task, my goal, I'm gonna run towards this thing. Literally, like 2 days ago when I was streaming and I was playing Sims, and Ollie gave me the sim task of ambitious. And that feels like a big fucking lie, because I don't know what I'm ambitious for. So I'm in a mood. I'm in a real mood today. So I've decided I want to talk about it. I want to talk about content creation and writing and insecurities and all of those cool things that make me want to... but also I need something to do with my fingies while I do that, because just staring at my face is not a fun stream. So I'm going to play Minecraft. And I'm probably going to suffer even more, because I'm going to play Minecraft in the hardcore mode. So I'm going to put my life on the line while trying to talk about things that make me feel things. So, bitch, you can stare at my face in a tiny screen on the side of the corner, if that makes you feel good about yourself. Holly says, I want to stare at your face though. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Somebody does. Somebody has to. You know what? I kind of like how I look today. I think it's because I shaved my sides again, so I feel like I am looking put together. Also, I finally sized up my ears again. I'm a 10 gauge now, and you can't, there's not many angles you can see it at, but like you can see through my ear now. I'll post art. I'll post a picture of my ear on the Discord later, but like there, you can see through my ears. Like, these are holes. Like, you can just like, whoop, like to the other side. It's really cool. It's like, I don't have anything that I can like, there's nothing that would like fit it here. You know, I've got, here's this pencil lead to prove that like, you can like, wait, I have to find my earring. Look, it goes, oh, I dropped it, but it goes right through. It's fucking weird. I dropped my pencil lead.
Get dominated.
I will get dominated.
Oh, hey, isn't that awesome?
Hey, Marie, 12 months, 12 months, 12, not consecutive, but 12 total months, which makes you a 1-year subscriber, which means you're an ancient ghosty nowadays, aren't you, Marie? Marie, I will, let me go grant you your gift. Let me go grant you what you so deserve now. I have to go find you somewhere in here. Marie, ¿dónde está? Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Marie, hello. And do one ancient ghost roll for you. Oh wait, not ancient ghost. Yeah, ancient ghost. Right? That's the roll that we use for that. I don't ever know it. Yeah, ancient ghost. There you go. Now you're a 1-year subscriber. Congratulations to that. Very happy. A boiled noodle should go in the ear. I will put a boiled... You know what? I think an angel hair needle could, like, almost go through this. I know a raw one could. I could stick a raw spaghetti noodle through my ear now. We have raw spaghetti noodles. 100 bits, and I'll go get a raw spaghetti noodle and shove it through my fucking ear. Yeah, go on, guys. Donate. You want my fucking... You want me to go shove spaghetti in my ears? I hate being a streamer. I hate content creation altogether. What am I doing with my life? Help. I've been delivered a raw spaghetti noodle. Any donation and I'll put it in my ear. Any donation and this I'll...
If not, I'm gonna go cook it.
I'll prove it. Are you gonna go eat this?
Yeah, I'll eat it.
Will you go after I put it through my ear?
Yeah.
Dad, why are you like this? Because I'm a streamer. I'm a content creator. That's what I am.
100 bits, I'll put it through the ear. 200 bits, I'll go cook it and eat it on stream.
200 bits, I'll cook it and then put it through my ear.
300 bits, I'll eat it raw.
500 bits, I'll put it through my ear cooked and she'll eat it out of my ear.
1,000 bits, I'll put sauce on it. Well, it's in the ear still.
Spaghetti's. That's vile. Yeah, there you go.
I'm not saying any bits.
5,000 bits, and I'll make spaghetti in my ears.
Yeah, I'll make spaghetti and put my ear in the bowl while it's boiling.
5,000 bits. I'll see how many of these I can put through my earlobes. I'll stretch my ears with raw spaghetti.
If someone donates me $100, I will. Oh, why did you do that? They didn't donate any bits yet.
I just wanted to. Okay. It was just a need I had. Anyways, this will stay here for the stream. I'm one of these people today. Anyways, content creation's a nightmare and I hate it. So, hey chatters, we're gonna play Minecraft. I'm gonna do this anyways because I wanna see. That's funny. That's really funny. That's really goofy to me. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Keep it there. Yeah, just like an accessory. There you go. Just an yeah. Hey guys. Hey. It's so weird. What? Oh, that's awful. Yeah, cat ears redeemed changed to spaghetti ears. That's awful. That's awful. So whole stream spent with spaghetti in ears. How much spaghetti can fit in ear? Anyways, I'm a 10 gauge now in my gauges. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna like, yeah, oh my god, I cannot wait till I can fit a glow stick in here. That's gonna be awesome. That's probably gonna have to wait until like a 2 gauge, if not a straight up 0 gauge. Honestly, I'm still not sure if I'm gonna regret these. I'm at that like weird point where it's like, I can see through my ears now and it's like, oh, okay, so this is like happening. And like, I'm going up a size a month at the moment. And like, I'm in this like really weird, like, what if I hate it? What if other people hate it? What if it looks bad on me? I'm like, I don't fucking know anymore, man. I just needed to do something. I'm losing my fucking marbles. Let's play Minecraft. Let's play Minecraft, not piss. Let's play Minecraft in chitter chat, yogo. I have to switch over this. Hang on. I'm sorry. Minecraft. There we go. Okay. Let's title this world together. I won't stretch my ears, but I'm obsessed with those like little resin beetles as plugs. They're so pretty. I'd like to put a piece of yarn through your ear. I can crochet into your ear hole. Dude, next time we get together, it will absolutely be big enough to run yarn through for sure. Okay, Juno starting us off strong with gay world. That's a strong start. If that's our only suggestion, I'll lose my marbles. Peener. We've gotten worse. Homo bees. Holes. Just the word holes. Just the word holes. What? I'm going with just the word holes. I don't know if you meant like as a reference to the movie or the book, or if you just liked the word holes, but I'm going with it, and we're playing hardcore because I fucking hate myself. All right, you guys can see I'm doing randomization. Oh, it's okay. It's in reference to the holes in my ears. Perfect. Oh god, that's funny. No reference, just vibes. Just the vibe of a hole. Ah, a good start. The sun is rising. I have some trees. Let's get some wood and get started. I'm gonna make sure my sounds are up. Options. That way I can hear hostile creatures. Music stays off, and I'm also gonna switch over to my liked playlist so I can listen to a little bit more music here. Oh, of course, and Pink starts playing. Yeah, go do your whole work, Reese. Go do your whole work. Peener. Oh god, no Peener, sorry. Okay, so I wanted to chitter chatter, not about holes or Peener, although that may come up today. But the local script man put out a video today that I really liked. If you don't know who the local script man is and you like when I talk, bees! Sorry. Hello, friend. Hello. Oh, I won't cut this tree down. He seems to like it. But so if you like when I talk about writing, I'm not even in a VC. I'm sorry. I can jump in VC if you want me to. I'm just gonna explain my little video quickly today. I'm not in any VC. I didn't even realize. I forgot. But okay. If you don't, let me explain my little video thingy. And then I'll climb into VC. So if you like when I talk about writing and you don't know who the local script man is on YouTube, go look him up. You will enjoy him, I promise. He talks about writing, and admittedly, you will get a lot more from him than you will get from me, because I get a lot of my ideas and thoughts from him among the other content creators I watch. I have no original ideas. I've never thought of something on my own, except for the times I have. Hey gang, notifs are bullying me. Hey mate, welcome in. Yeah, I promise your notifs might bully you, but I will not. Ooh, mountains. There's also mountains up there, but we'll have to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna grab some food so I don't die. But die, please. God, I hate chickens. One of the things that he is talking about in his most recent video is confident versus insecure questions that you get when you're working with somebody through their writing, which is a really interesting concept to me. Because when people talk about writing, you guys remember I am doing, oh, that's not what I want to do. The subathon is coming up, if you guys remember, and I'm going to do a writing critique thing, which I'm going to open up the things for it soon. Some people wanted to know about that. I'm going to open up the submissions for the writing critique stream for the subathon. I'm not saying again, no worries, Sunny. Thanks for being in. I'm gonna start sending that out soon so that people can send those in. So I think I might cap it at like 500 words. Maybe 750 is gonna be my longest. But essentially, my thought process is, I've been looking at like writing analysis and like critiques and all of that, and Local Script Man made a video because he also does writing critique things. And it was talking about like how to know if somebody is an insecure writer based entirely off of the questions they ask about writing. So like if somebody comes to me with a piece of writing and is like, how do I make these characters seem like their motivations are realistic, or, you know, I wanted this character to go through a very dynamic arc and it feels very flat. How do I improve on that? Those are very confident questions, right? Because it's the process of like you're using your writing to like you're like the question, how do I make sense of what I'm trying to say here? The thing you're trying to ask isn't a question of like you know, how do I make my writing better? It's, I have a vision. How do I make my vision appear to everybody else? Do you know what I mean? Versus if you have the question of like, how do I make my characters, or how do I make my readers cry? How do I make my readers care about my characters? That's an insecure question. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense because I'm also trying to remember how to play Minecraft right now. And that, as you can tell from whatever's going on screen, that's not going well. Let me try to explain that again in a way that makes any sense while I'm not trying to craft things. If you're writing a piece of writing and your question is, hey, I wanted these two characters to have a really believable dynamic, where they're very, very unique, but they very clearly like feel very similar. Like, how do I improve on that? That's a confident question because you had a vision for your writing and you're asking, hey, how do I complete this vision that I had? Versus if your question is, hey, how do I make my characters shippable? How do I make my readers like my characters? That's an insecure writing question. That's what his whole video was about. And I love it because while I had never thought about it, he's completely right. Because there's a difference between I have a vision of what I believe will make my writing good, how do I complete that vision, and how do I make people like my writing? If your question could be boiled down to how do I make my reader care about my writing, you are insecure about your writing. You don't have a vision yet for what your writing is going to be or going to do. You don't know what you actually want. You just want to be a good writer without actually going through the process of having writing that you enjoy and like that you are proud of and that like makes you like feel like you've created something. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. That's the little thought process thing that I've been on recently, is like I used to be very much the other way. Like I used to very much be the like I didn't come here to be called out again. I'm gonna be honest, man. You came back to an almost Xander stream. Getting called out is kind of what we do around here. I just want to make people enjoy my mermaids, bro. I want my mermaid world to be fun and immersive. See, yes, and that's a goal. You have a goal that it's fun and immersive. But there's a difference between like, how do I make this universe feel, you know, real and immersive and livable? Like, how do I make it feel like believable, like to a certain degree? But even that question is a little precarious. But it's more of like the levels of like, you live in there now. Do you have a bed? I think they have beds in here. But it's like there's stop bullying us. I will not stop bullying you. There's like this like fine line in terms of writing. If you ask like, I want my mermaid world to feel believable, and I want it to feel like, you know, people could like step into there and like the world feels immersive and like people can get like lost in it. Like there's a difference between going about that and like, okay, how can I make like, you know, I wanted it to feel like there's truly genetics, like you can feel a history in the world here. That's a confident question, because you have a vision. You want a history of this world. You want it to feel palpable. That's a confident question. Versus, how do I make people like this world enough that they would want to be in it? That's a non-confident question, because now you're just like, how do I make people like this? And then you're not focusing on your true beliefs and goals about the thing. You're focusing on, how do I make people like me / like writing. Like me, right? This is not where you're supposed. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Subscribe. I'll leave this here for now. Sorry, I've sent everybody to their houses. I just like mermaid, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to start using you as an example. I was just using your writing as an example there. But yes, like you just like the mermaid. You are coming from what I believe is a confident stance on it. I don't believe you're writing of like, man, how do I make other people like my mermaids so as many people will read it as possible? You are, I really like mermaids and I would like to create a world of mermaids, and you are committing to that. And I think that's a confident goal. I think that's the correct way to go about it. I think you're going about it with a lot of belief and confidence. Ollie, thank you for the lore send. And you know what? The lore is one of those things that I think we've really struggled with back and forth. We being me, also, I'm gonna go there. Why are the cherry blossoms always on top of a fucking mountain? But I will be going over there because that's the type of person I am. Long sigh. The writing of the lore had a lot of that. A lot of back and forth between how do we tell the story we want to tell and how do we tell a story that people will like to watch. Those are really different things, and it was really hard to find a balance between those two things when it is something that constantly bounced back and forth for us. Like, there is a period of time that and you know what? I can't even say I really struggled with this, because for the other two people here, this is just a story that they're writing. And for me, it's not just a story I'm writing, even though it is that. It is also a piece of my social media and my brand that I'm trying to build. It's a part of the dream that I'm trying to make true of having this dream of mine work out. Actually, I'm gonna stay in the village for the night. But so like there's a level of balance to that kind of stuff that like it's difficult. But I think most artists and most creators will agree with you at the end of the day, writers, artists, all of it, that if you make the stuff you want to make, people will like it. And if you make the stuff that you think people want, people will hate it. That's usually like the end of the day. That's usually the correct answer. I'm gonna sleep in here. That's why we have words like cheesy or pandering or what's the word for when you're trying too hard at something? But like, you know what I mean. Like if you say that like, oh, this piece of media is like really cheesy, it feels really pandery, like that's how we describe something when somebody feels like they've written it to make the audience like it. Like we have words to specifically hate on media that feels like it was written to make people happy because you can tell. Pretentious. Thank you, Reese. Thank you. I stopped having words. Reese has got me though. Ah, sunrise. Always take the time to enjoy the sunrises. Good. Okay. In certain context, yeah, fan service is a totally other thing. And fan service, I feel like, usually takes place in a well-written story where you can feel the readers really, really want this one thing to happen, and so you lean into it a little bit for that thing. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes creating a really good story and then giving the fans a little bit of what they want isn't a necessarily bad thing. But when you've created the piece of fiction specifically to please a general audience, that's different. When you're like, how do I write a story so that people will like it? You're no longer focusing on making good art. You're focusing on making art that sells. Yeah, there's lots of boob shots in the lore. Yeah, there's fan service in the lore. We're really trying to sell to the straight men and the lesbians, I guess. The straight men and the lesbians are our main goal here. But like, yeah, I don't know how to like best explain this, but that's like kind of the best way I know how to like put this into words. I'm gonna make a garden down here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't have like really concise like well ways to phrase things, but like this is kind of like the best way I can put it out in my head. Like what I feel like I've been struggling a lot with is because at the end of the day, content creation, I'm gonna say this is not a hot take. I don't think. Some people might argue this is a little bit of a hot take, but I don't agree. I think this is the coldest take in the universe. Content creation isn't about making good art, and that sucks. That's stupid. It's horrible, but it's true. Content creation has never been and will almost never be about making good art. Sometimes those who make really good art succeed in content creation. Sometimes. But content creation has always been more about being palatable and sellable to main audiences than it has been about making good art. Like, there are a lot of people who make really amazing art who do not, cannot, and will not find success in content creation, and that blows. But it's also just reality. Lesbians want rage, not boob shots. That's so real. I like that quote. Put that in the quote book. But yeah, so that's where my brain... Oh, don't say Destiel flashbacks. Oh, God. You're gonna put me back in the trenches. But yeah, so that's kind of been like one of the things in my brain is that like I want to do content creation because I want people to see the things I create, because I want them to like it, because I like it and I think it has value, and I think that other people may also like it if they could see the value in it. But I need them to see it to see the value in it. So I can't just focus on making good art. Any artist nowadays will tell you that being an artist requires being two different things: an artist and a social media creator, which sucks. You can't just make good art anymore. You have to make good art and also be good at selling yourself to the public so that you can make money and a living off of making good art. Making good art is not a good... It's not enough. It's simply not enough. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So like I have been in the fucking trenches about this recently, because like I hate that whenever I'm like writing my book, because I've been writing my book a lot recently. It's been like a major focus of mine, and also focusing on the lore. Like there's a lot in my head recently. But I hate that every time I think about like, oh, how am I going to write this scene? How do I want to phrase this scene? How do I want to change this scene? One of the first things that comes into my head is, okay, I could do this, but would people like it? Would people read it? Is it sellable? Is it marketable? Is it enjoyable? Does it appeal to the masses? Does it fit into a trope that people are talking about on Book Talk? What the fuck is Book Talk and why does it exist? I hate Book Talk. Hot take. Book Talk fucking sucks. I hate them. I hate everything that Book Talk stands for. I don't find good books on Book Talk. I find reasons to hate things and horny white women who are thirsting over 16-year-old boys on motorcycles and fucking mainstreaming smut. I don't know. It's nothing new. That's an incredibly cold take. Everybody hates that shit nowadays, for good reason. And anyways, I feel like I've gotten distracted. What was I talking about? I don't know. Content creation sucks. Being a part of content creation makes me angry. Ooh, I need that. I'm going down there. Book Talk does suck. I'm so glad you agree. Part of all of this comes with the not so... Let people ice skate. Let people ride motorcycles. For the love of God, guys. One of these things comes from the not so new realization that I don't want to be a streamer. And I don't think that comes as a surprise to pretty much anybody on here. If this comes as a surprise to you, I deeply apologize. I don't want to be a streamer. a streamer is not in the list of dreams for my future life. I want all the things that being a streamer comes with. I want the freedom. I want the financial stability that comes with mainstream success in streaming. But outside of that, the streaming is not a thing that I want. Let people ice skate. Please don't make me ice skate. I'm sorry. We're ice skating right now currently. But like I don't want to stream. That's not my end goal, but I want to have a community, and thus streaming is a good way to do that. It's a means to an end and nothing else. Like, I want to create things. I want to have a place to talk about the things that I create because I feel strongly about the passions that I have, and I would like a community to connect with about that. I want a community who enjoys my art. I want a community who enjoys my writing, and social media is a way to do that. I don't want to be a TikToker. I don't want to be a TikToker. But God, if doing it is a great way to build a community and spread the things that I'm interested in. Do you know what I mean? This is all a means to an end. I don't believe anybody really wants to be a TikToker. I would think people want eyes. They want attention. No different than anything else we do. Do you think my writing would do well on Book Talk? No. I don't think most good writing would do well on TikTok because it takes levels of depth and understanding that Book Talk doesn't want to do. So no, I don't believe it would. I apologize. I hope that's not mean. I mean it as a compliment in that your writing is well crafted and would take too much thought process for Book Talk to like. No, the blades are a part of my feet. If you say yes, I'll be offended. Okay, good. Thank God. There's no peeners or dragons. I've got bad news. Yeah, there's no mafia love interest. Your book has too many complex fucking thought processes that would go right over their heads. I'm sorry. And there are sectors of Book Talk and YouTube Talk and all those fucking things, or Book YouTube or whatever, BookTube. I don't fucking know what the words are anymore. I don't know what I'm saying. There are sections of it that are capable of deep levels of thought and analysis. I'm not saying that all people who read books and are on social media are incapable of such things. I'm just saying that Book Talk, the main section of it, is fucking deft. And it drives me crazy. Alright, I've made it up to the fucking Cherry Blossom Plateau. Hello. Now I can find the valley I like the best, because I have a tendency to be a valley builder. Thank you for the rats arc. There are good books on TikTok, just many more are simple. Yeah. Many more just appeal to the masses. And appealing to the masses is not a bad thing. Can I clarify? Appealing to the masses is not, has not been, and is never going to be a bad thing. It is going to be a thing that you need to do. It is a requirement. It's just also, if it's your only focus, you're not making good art anymore. Hydrate? I will. Sorry, I've been ranting a little too hard to breathe or drink water. It becomes content, not art. Yes, 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 yes. And let me refer back to CJ the X. If you have not watched CJ the X's video, The 7 Deadly Art Sins, I 100% totally recommend it. It's one of the best videos ever made on any platform ever. I stand by that with my life, breath, and soul. But, oh my God. That's all gonna burn everything down. I'm gonna go contain that. I'm gonna contain that. Oh God. Okay, guys. Hang on now. Chill out. But yeah, so the thing with the one of his video, it talks about a lot of different things, admittedly. My words got drowned out by the rats. Books aren't bad just because they're popular on TikTok, but Book Talk books also get pumped out based on how spicy they are, and also because they have tropes that people enjoy, but it creates a lot of quantity over quality. Yes. The thing with books right now is, as devastating as it is, it's really... I hear a spider. I don't even know where. I need to just slap my bed down and go to sleep. Hang on. Sorry, I forget I'm in a hardcore world and I need to be careful. Okay, anyways. Ooh. Sunset. So anyways, getting published right now is fucking impossible because there has never been a more saturated market ever, because everybody is trying to be an entrepreneur and being self-employed nowadays. And if you're not going to do it through things like, shit like being a content creator, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, whatever the fuck you're going to do, everybody's doing it through being an author, which is great. And also, everybody and their mom can be an author now because you can self-publish on Amazon and it doesn't cost you like almost fucking anything. And it fucking, you can do whatever you want. Anybody can publish a book. You don't actually have to get published. As crazy as it is, like that's a weird thing that I have a lot of feelings about. And I think I've talked about on here before. I have a lot of really weird and unique feelings about the fact that anybody can get published now and you don't actually have to get published. Like, you don't have to go through a literary fucking agent, and you don't have to submit your book, and you don't have to go through critiques, and you don't have to get accepted by somebody, and you don't have to fucking go through denials, and you don't have to, like, there's none of that. You can just publish. And then you're a published author. And you didn't have to do any of it. I'm sorry, my ear has been bleeding because I've picked a hole in it. I need to stop picking at it, but it's bothering me, and also it's bleeding. Don't mind my fact that I'm bleeding. Hey, Rotten, no worries about being late. I think it's good and important that everybody has access to something as cool as publishing books. I hope more people can get into it. I hope more people can have access to that kind of creative freedom. But it makes me a little sour because it feels like it lowers the quality of some of it. But it doesn't actually lower the quality of it. It just lowers the expectations for it, which is a good barrier for entry and so on and so forth and whatever. I have a lot of complex and dynamic feelings about all of this. I don't have a good way to... Whoa. This is not a place I want to live. Let's head this way instead. This is too dangerous for a hardcore world. I might just take some cherry blossom saplings and not live here. Paint your nails with glue and pick that off instead. I'm telling you, man, I need something to pick at because I'm a chronic picker. I want to make it clear I don't automatically think books suck just because a lot of teenage girls on the internet like them, but there is something to be said about this new trend of pumping out mediocre content. Yeah. And it genuinely is mediocre content, and that's what sucks. I'm not saying that your spicy books are bad. I'm saying that they're mediocre because they haven't gone through the trials and tribulations of being accepted by a literary author. Is being accepted by a literary agent and being published by a fucking publishing house the only way to have a good book? No. But does it mean that there is some requirement taken into you can't just pump out a first draft and put it on Amazon and call it a published book? Yes. It requires people to put some effort into the thing that they love. If you love your book and you love writing, put effort into it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Care about it. Do it. Go on. I fucking triple dog dare you. Care about your content. Labor over it even. I want you to lay up at night thinking about it. I want you to let it consume you. I want it to be the first thing you think about when you wake up in the morning and the last thing you think about before you go to bed. I want it to infest your dreams. I want it to be the only thing you can talk about anytime people ask what you've been doing recently. If you like your writing, if you like your book, if you like the things that you're passionate about, be passionate about them. Let them take over your life. Let them take work. Let them take effort. Let it be hard. Struggle. I dare you. It's good for you. It's good for you, I swear. I have a lot of takes about this kind of shit. Anyways, these are just some random thoughts that Xander has. I don't need all these fucking... Oh, I should go back to my garden over there. I'm gonna head over there. Damn, you missed out on some baller arts and crafts. Do you think I'm lesser because I want to self-publish? No. I don't think self-publishing is a lesser form of publishing. I think it's amazing that people have access to self-publishing. And I think that anybody who wants to avoid the hell that is getting published by a publishing house is doing a reasonable thing. It is so much more reasonable and has so much more accessible to be self-published. And I think self-publishing indie authors are fucking awesome. And I love a lot of self-published indie books. Genuinely. It's just a complex feeling because it means that there isn't a barrier for entry in terms of quality. Like, it means that Emily can go and publish her story that she has worked over and made quantitative efforts to make a good story and read over and had her friends read and like really enjoys and is really passionate about, with the same accessibility as the 15-year-old who wrote some smut and wants to publish it on Amazon. You know what I mean? Like, it's difficult. It's I don't know. When people start publishing because it's an easy way to make money, it makes me sick. That's what makes me sick. If people are like, well, I see all these people self-publishing and making money off of it, and I want to do that so I can be financially stable. You're not making art. You're trying to make money. And when you're trying to make money instead of trying to make art, you end up back at those questions I was asking you earlier of how do I make people like it? How do I fit into as many tropes as possible? How do I make this sellable on TikTok? Like, that's where you're going to fail. Because now you're not making good art anymore. You're making publishable art, and publishable art is not good art, not usually. Good art can be publishable. Publishable art is not focused on being good and therefore is lesser. Hopefully that explains my stance. Oh, if this wasn't hardcore. Yeah, I don't know. I have some complex feelings. Oh, I need to make myself a little hovel hole so I can cook my food because I'm running low on food and I'm on hard mode. Okay. Let me just stand here for a moment and cook some food. Anyways, any questions on my really obnoxiously harsh stances about this shit? I wasn't invited to a 6-year-old's birthday. Devastating. Dad, I got spaghetti for dinner. Let's go. Honestly, spaghetti sounds so baller right now. I'd fuck for some spaghetti. I might make spaghetti after stream. But yeah, so anyways, this is kind of where my brain has been recently. Because I keep finding myself in that really unhealthy hole. Yeah, you're right. I have some spaghetti. It's right here. It had been in my ear. I've been in this spiral recently, about writing and actually about all content creation. All of the things that I create have been driving me crazy, because I don't have any specific goals with them and I don't really have like a path or like a purpose. Like I feel very lost in everything right now, which is a hard way to feel. So like I've been on a minor little bit of a struggle bus, as one may say, trying to figure out what the fuck to do with my life, if that makes some sense. But like I also like I'm struggling with like my art, because like I finding that balance between making good art and making art that is capable of supporting me because people want it. Like that's just a balance that I'm not good at finding, and I don't know what to do with myself when I'm incapable of finding it. Because where do I go from there, you know? Oh, I really wanted that iron, but oh, don't look. Hello. I think that's an Enderman, right? Yeah. That's so weird. You straight up can't even see him. God, if this wasn't hardcore mode, brother. There's probably so... Do you remember old ravines in Minecraft? Good God, the ravines have really popped off. My aunt just brought her baby here. Oh, baby. I think I need to go further this way to go get my stuff. But yeah, I don't know. These are just a bunch of fucking obnoxious takes. This is me being a pretentious artist, pretending to know more than I know about art and just wanting to talk about it. Oh, I went too far. My chunks weren't loaded. These bitches just ain't growing. I really wanted these to grow. I'm gonna have to see if I can stay close enough that they grow. You know what? Let me come sit here while I cook my food for a moment. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and cook my food for the time being. I'll also have my bed down for when it gets dark out. Okay. You're writing the meeting of character Xander and character Loki. That's fun. I'm excited for that. The lore has been really fun, but yeah, no, the lore has also been a real struggle because it's both content and also art. But the thing that I want to value before everything else is going to be quality of art. I want to make good art, and if people like it, then that's a bonus, but I don't want to care if people like it, and being a content creator is not compatible with that. you are not able to just make good art and hope that some people like it, because then you're not creating content and thus will fail as a content creator. But if you make content that's meant to be consumed, then what are you doing? Crystal, Loki is referring to Hive Loki, which is like Loki's Hive Sona in the lore. If you don't know, if you haven't been around within this time period, all of you guys have characters within the lore. Yeah, there's the lore. Ollie just put the link. Gotta enjoy that sunset. I haven't seen a sunset in a really long time. Or a sunrise. I should see one of those soon. I miss seeing the sun. God, I wish it wasn't winter. But yeah, that's what the H is Hive Loki. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. These are all just thoughts that my little Xander brain tends to have. I think about art a lot, and I think about writing a lot, and I think about being insecure about writing a lot, and I don't want to be insecure in my writing. I'd like to be secure in the way that I feel about my writing. But that's a really hard thing to ask of me now, isn't it, self? So yeah, I don't know, man. Just a thought, I guess. Oh, okay. I feel a little pretentious, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is deals with this as much as I do, but starting content creation has been a really fun process and also been absolutely horrible for my actual like art creation, if you know what I mean. Like, my ability to create art that I am proud of inherently is really difficult because I'm constantly thinking about how it will do. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just my stupid thoughts. That's all I had to say. I don't have anything more interesting than that today. I don't know what kind of tangent I'm going on. I don't think any of this. It's just in my brain. Anyways, haha, silly Minecraft. Haha, content. I don't know, man. I've got brain rot. I'm mentally unwell. This is what I wanted. I need my blossom saplings. Yeah. Anyways, I also think I figured out what my favorite writing trope ever is. And I remember when people were asking a while back, we were talking about wump tropes. If anybody else here remembers when we were talking about tropes in writing, and specifically like wump tropes or like tropes that just hurt in general. And I had been asked what my favorite, like the trope, like my favorite wump trope is. And I think I have an answer now. I don't know if it counts as a wump trope. I believe it does. But like my favorite trope in general, or one of my favorite tropes in general. Would a picture of me in skimpy going out clothes help? Yeah, that would help. I think one of my favorite tropes of all time, I'm actually planning on possibly making a short video about this because I genuinely want to start making quick little rant videos while I'm working on the longer form ones. Just because I think it would be fun. But one of the things in my brain, are you growing? Slowly. Has been the, how do I phrase it? It's the backslide. The backslide is my favorite fucking trope. In reference to, say, like a redeemed character. Like a character who's like been through some horrible shit or has like a really, really dark past or like has this really like, you know, really, really fucking, like, usually it's pretty vague. Like it's usually like a pretty like vague, like, what would you say? Like an unaddressed like dark past where he's like, you know, he did some pretty horrible things in the past, but we don't talk about that anymore. That kind of trope or whatever. But they're like reformed now, and now they're like the good guy, or sometimes even like the silly, goofy guy. That like, oh, he's harmless. He's like a silly comedic character. But then one of the important other characters is put in like mortal danger. and the other character resorts back to their old ways, specifically to protect the other person. Like, if they were really violent or were really impulsive or like whatever, like they swore that they wouldn't be like that anymore. They changed, they left their past behind them or whatever. But suddenly, because the situation calls for it and because a line has been crossed, like you watch them like slip back into their old ways because they don't have any other choice. And that is my favorite trope in every situation. There's nothing I fucking love more than anything. Cough Techno is such a good way to reference that. I didn't even fucking think of that. Consider that. Xander, the Dream SMP motherfucker who is fucking live, laugh, love Technoblade, like, didn't even fucking think about, yeah, that he retired. He stepped away, he swore off of violence, and then they dragged him kicking and screaming back into the fucking violence with no fucking choice because the situation called for it. I fucking love it. And there's these thresholds. Thresholds are one of my favorite things in writing altogether ever, and anybody who reads my writing knows that I have a tendency to write thresholds. Specifically, there's a trope. If you want to know what the actual trope word for it is, it's called the Godzilla threshold, which is wild and very, very interesting way to rephrase it. But essentially, the Godzilla threshold is a trope that is referred to that way when it cannot get worse. Like, there is no feasible way to get worse. At this point, we are in worst case scenario. It cannot get worse than this, and anything goes. Like, it's when that moment has been crossed of like, the plan that we swore we would never do. We would never even consider that because of the ramifications, the cost of it, the collateral damage, the morals it would break, the people that could die, like whatever reason it is that we swore we would never choose that as an option. When the Godzilla threshold has been crossed, and at this point, summoning Godzilla couldn't do any more damage than has already been done, now any plan is on the table, no matter what the cost, no matter what the ramifications, no matter what morals you're breaking. That's the threshold we have crossed, and there's no going back at this point. That shit is my fucking favorite. That is my favorite moment in writing, because that's when all bets are off. And anybody who reads my writing knows I have a tendency to write those moments, because those are what I enjoy in writing. Like, those are that moment where, like, the narrative is, like, you are staring at the narrative and realizing, like, holy shit, everything that we have gone and been like, man, I hope that doesn't happen, has all happened. And it physically, like, truly, genuinely, and literally cannot get any worse than this moment right here, right now. Like, that shit's so good, because it also leads into another trope. Yes, cough Tommy and it's clinic for supervillains, cough cough. Another good reference, Juno. One of the things that tends to happen is another trope, which is another one of my favorite tropes. All of this is going to be in a video that I'm going to write eventually. Ooh. Because I want to write a video on this because I have so much to say about it. But there's another trope that has a much funnier name. Although admittedly, Godzilla Threshold is a very funny name. But they tend to lean into the trope that is called Batman grabs a gun, which is one of my favorite trope names. It's also one of my favorite tropes, but it is one of my favorite names for a trope because I don't know who the fuck is naming these things, but they're doing a stellar job. But the Batman grabs a gun trope is essentially when a character will do the thing that they have sworn they would never do. The reason it's called Batman grabs a gun is because Batman has some very particular gun trauma in which he swore he would never pick up a firearm because a particular type of weapon, aka a gun, is the thing that murdered his parents in front of him, and thus he swore to never use one to commit violence, and thus, you know, he just punches people and hits them with cars or whatever Batman does. You know what I mean? So, like, for us to see Batman grab a gun, which he does in one of the later comics, that's how we know, like, something serious has happened. That has happened it's so severe that his internal moral code that he has been pushed to question over and over, but is never broken, has finally snapped. He has given in and broken the one moral rule he swore he wouldn't fucking break. I think Dexter is another good example of this. I've seen a lot of Dexter analysis, but I've never actually watched the show. I don't know if anybody in here has watched Dexter, so it might be a useless thing to point out. But Dexter has two rules, and it's only kill people who deserve it and don't get caught. And in the end of season 2, don't ask me why I know this, because again, I just watched a lot of literary analysis. I've never seen the show. he is put in a situation where he is forced to break one of those rules, where he has no other genuine option. Like, he is in a position where he either has to kill somebody who doesn't deserve to die, or he will get caught. And thus, he's in like that perfect moral question of, you've got no choice. You either have to, you have to break one of your moral codes. They can't both survive this moment right here. You have to lose it all. Like, it is a Batman grabs a gun moment because we have reached a Godzilla threshold. All these trope names are stupid, and I sound like I'm talking fucking Latin, but I hope all of this is making some sense. But yeah, like, that moment there is like it's a changing point in the story. And Dexter is often talked about in literary analysis as having completely failed that moral moment. Because the show, spoilers for Dexter if anybody cares, the show doesn't let him decide. He has to either find a way to fix this that doesn't break either of his moral codes, or he has to break his moral code. It's played for tension. It's an amazing moment that could have had a massive impact on the way that the show goes forward and created massive character development. And instead, they have somebody else decide for him. They have some other character come in and kill the person who would have revealed him and that didn't deserve to die. And thus Dexter didn't kill anybody who didn't deserve to die, and also didn't get caught, which means that none of his moral quandaries were broken. The moment didn't matter at all. Everything got thrown away because fuck it. Who cares about good writing? We want to have another 4 seasons of this show. We can't ruin it now. Like, it's such an interesting concept. Like, so if you ever come across that point in your story where you're trapped between a rock and a hard place and your character is going to lose something, don't fix it for them. You're ruining the story. Don't ruin the narrative. Don't fix it for them. Have your character suffer the consequences of their choices. It's important for their development. It's healthy. Our bodies are changing in weird and unnatural ways. Did I hear a skeleton? Maybe not. I think I'm losing it. Anyways, my food's cooked. My wheat's not grown. I feel like I haven't accomplished much yet. I also don't want to live here, but I went and got these, which is what I wanted. So I think I'm just gonna pack my shit up and just fucking abandon. I was going to be like, oh, I should keep my bed here as a spawn point, and then I remember this is a hardcore world, and spawn points don't matter, and nothing really actually matters at all. Potato, come with me. Alright, let's go back on traveling, because this isn't where I want to build my house. How come eating mac and cheese always gives me a headache? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it's just not for you. Maybe mac and cheese is just, it's an antithesis to your soul. Anyways, sorry about all of this. I know like 90% of what's coming out of my mouth right now probably is unintelligible. I just have a lot of thoughts about writing right now, and it makes me really excited to talk about it, and I'm just fucking ranting into the void. But I don't know. Writing is complicated. Making good art is difficult, and sometimes making good art means making bad choices for your characters and letting them suffer and pay the consequences. And sometimes it's about making choices that your audience is gonna fucking hate. And that's a good thing. Like, because you're making your readers feel something. Now, don't make like stupid choices that are like, my readers are gonna hate this because it's poor writing. But like, let your characters be mad at your fucking let your readers be mad at your characters for making a dumb choice and having to suffer the consequences. Like, let your readers feel something, I'm begging you. Doing Terraria stuff, and I'll be back. Have a good stream. No worries, Sunset. I hope you're doing well. I've ranted so much that I am semi out of breath here. It makes perfect sense you have not said anything incomprehensible. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just spewing shit out my ass sometimes. Like, I feel like I talk like I know something, and I don't know anything. If I knew things, I'd be able to put into my work. Back's aching? I can do that. Oh, ouch. Don't clip that. Ow, my back. Oh, that was a good call. My back did indeed ache. I keep reverting back to the stage before any of this, which is like your own writing. Yeah, that's a really hard stage to even get through. You have to like your own writing. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. As much as all of this is really difficult, I would argue that liking your own writing might be one of the hardest pieces of all of this. Like, there's a lot of hard pieces that come with writing. And there's a lot of pieces of writing that take years and years and years to develop. And I think one of those things that takes years to develop, and I don't think any of us are ever truly done doing, is learning to love your own writing. Because unironically, I think it's a constant active process that we never really stop doing. And I think that's part of it, especially if you do choose to share your writing. Because sharing your writing, you need to have some confidence in it at a base level, but inherently by sharing your writing, there is going to become another fucking voice here. And that voice sometimes isn't nice. And as soon as writing goes from, I'm like, can we all like think back to when we were in like middle school and we were writing because we liked writing? Does anybody else remember that? Anybody else nostalgic for the time when you just wrote because writing was fun and it's what made you happy? Like, middle school me didn't care if my writing was good. I was writing because I had a story to tell, and writing made me excited about life. And that's what I did. I would just sit and write. But like, as soon as writing becomes a mode of content creation, as soon as sharing becomes a possibility, oh my God, there's so many holes around here. Like, it stops being so easy to just love your writing. People say it like it's like the obvious easy first step. Well, if you want anybody else to like your writing, you gotta like it yourself. Well, all right, motherfucking Teresa. Like, tell me how to get there, because I used to be there and I lost it. I got lost in the sauce along the way, and now I don't know what to do. Like, that is like one of the hardest concepts to get back past over. Like, writing used to just be something we did, and now it's something that we do with like a means to an end. When I'm writing a story that I know is just for me, that just I'm gonna see it, or just me and my friends are gonna see it, and no one outside of that is gonna see it, there's very little pressure on it. I have a lot of fun writing it because it's just fun. It's just me having a good time. But as soon as it comes along with the burden of, you know, people are gonna see this and they're gonna form opinions on it, and you want people to read this, don't you? And you want them to like it. You want it to make them feel something. You want to prove that you're a good author. You have to prove that you're a good author. You only have one chance to share your writing with people, and the moment that you share it, you never get another chance to share it again. So if you want to share anything, you have to wait until it's fucking perfect, and then you can share it, because anything that you share is going to be the thing that everyone judges you on, and so you have to share the best thing that you have. So you can't share anything until it's absolutely the best thing you've ever made, so that you can prove that you're not wasting your entire life doing something that you're not even good at. God, writing's hard. When did it get hard? I used to like this. I used to like this. When did we stop liking this? I've talked with a lot of my friends about this shit, because it's something that comes up in conversations, because all of us create, and a lot of us create with an intent to share, and that comes with just this absolute suffering breathing of like, I have to be good at writing because it's the thing that I do, and if I'm not good at it, then what am I doing? And it's not even just writing. For me, it's writing and art and streaming and YouTube and everything I've ever wanted to be or do. And I want to be good at it to prove that I'm not wasting my time, but every day feels like I'm wasting my time. And by God, that's a really hard thing to live with. Auto heart in the background is so fitting. Yeah, sure is. Sharing becomes a possibility is something I'm unlearning. I get like I only did things to be able to share it with people. The voice in my head was living for everyone else, and I don't like that. Yeah. I stopped practicing and now I suck ass. That's the thing, is like, when we used to just create because creating was fun, it was like there was constant development and growth because we were doing it every day because we were enjoying it. And now we don't do it, because if we do it and it's not good, it's like some cosmic proof that we're actually not as good as we think we are. Which is just fucking insane. I don't know how to cope with that. I don't know where to go from there. All of this world is way uglier than the area I started in. I'm gonna head that way because it looks like there might be some hills. I just wanted to grab some bamboo on my way. Yeah, I don't know, man. Writing is exhausting and creating is exhausting, and this isn't what I wanted to spend my life doing. But I love making things, and knowing that to make things I have to share things is very difficult. It's difficult to know that I can't just make because I enjoy it. Like I have to do more. Oh god, a dark oak forest is definitely not where I'm gonna want to be. Oh, there's an azalea tree, which means there's a lush cave under there, and I'm just not willing to do an underwater lush cave in a hardcore world, man. Dark oak forests are normally such a huge find, especially like here. With like the jungle and everything there too. I would be ecstatic if this wasn't a hardcore world. But dark oak forests suck for hardcore worlds because they keep everything alive. Yeah, I don't know what my goal is right now. I might make a stop in here, but I don't think I can stay here. I do need to pull over to sleep at least. God, I don't know where I'm going. I can go through here. Ooh. More jungle, huh? Anyways. Writing is hard. Creating is hard. All of this shit's hard. I know I just keep saying the same shit over and over again. Honestly, what's fucking new about it? But I feel like somebody out there gets what I'm saying right now. Like somebody is hearing me and agreeing with me. Maybe everybody's agreeing with me, but maybe they don't know it yet. I didn't know it. I wanna have fun again. I want to create because I like creating. Not because I feel like I have to. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello, sunrise. Oh, I can't pick this up. I don't know where I want to go because both of these fucking like biomes are terrible for fucking hardcore worlds. Jungles and dark oak forests will both get me killed. Oh, but there's another azalea tree here. This blows. Hardcore worlds suck. But I hope stream isn't lagging for all of you guys. I hope it was just on Marie's end. But yeah. Anyways, I'll stop just fucking screaming into the void. How's chat? How's chat now that I've just sat here screaming at you guys for God knows who long? No lag. Also, I love the song. Yeah, true. Love having some bow on. Yeah, it's been like an hour of me just screaming into the void. I need to control myself. I don't know. I don't know, man. I've just got that brain on right now. This is just where my brain is. I woke up this morning with just this fucking like knot in my chest of like, I don't know what I want anymore. Don't control yourself, please. I'm listening. Okay. I don't know. I've got this like pit in my chest that like, I don't know what I want to do with my life right now. Because I know it's not this, but that doesn't tell me what it is. It just tells me what it isn't. I'm gonna fucking sail out to the ocean. Fuck it. If I die out here, I die out here. It's just like, I don't know. I feel very, very lost at the moment. Like all of my dreams of like things that I would like to be able to do someday are like not things that I can like see active progress on. Like, yeah, I want to be an author, but do you know how many years that's going to take? I've never even written a book that's publishable yet, let alone how many years it takes just to get published. Like, and I want to fucking be a tattoo artist, but good luck with that shit. And even if I do, all of the like the creative things that I want to make aren't like, they're not careers that I can support myself with. Like, none of them have health insurance. Being trans fucking sucks and means that I need health insurance because everything I do costs money, and I'm already hundreds of dollars in medical debt, and I'm about to be thousands of dollars in medical debt. Like, it's just, I don't know. The world is really hard, and I'm 25 and a little bit scared of everything right now. And I think that's okay. I'm just learning to live with it. Is this a mushroom biome? Did I find a mushroom island? I'm writing down the rest of schoolwork I have to do while listening. That's a valid thing to be doing your time on. I don't know what I want to do with my writing. It's weird to think of it just ceasing to exist or matter in like 10 years. Yeah, it's such a hard, like, I don't know what to do with anything. I don't know what to do with myself, like, ever. Like, I know that there's more, but God, if I know what it is. Like, I know that, like, I have, like, the capability to do more with my life. Like, everybody keeps telling me, like, I'm ambitious, and I've got some skills in some things, and I'm above average in some of the things that I do. I'm a jack of many trades, but I don't know what trades or what I'm doing. I don't know anything. So I just don't entirely know what my goal is right now. And this is not the place to be ranting about it. I should be ranting to a therapist probably. But I don't have one of those right now, and admittedly I don't have the money for one either, so maybe I'll go make a house over there. Having a mushroom biome here is really useful because they don't spawn enemies, so it'd be a good place to come back to. I can't do literally anything. I know, it's something I'm like, I shouldn't be being fucking anxious about my own existence right now to my audience, but I don't, at this point, I don't even know who is listening or who cares about it. And what a funny thought that is. What a funny thought to say things that I should be saying alone to a therapist, and I'm somehow insecure that, what if less than 10 people are listening to it right now? Is it such a bad thing to have less than 10 people listen to me talk all the time? What does that say about me? Why does it make me feel like I have failed at something that I'm intrinsically supposed to be good at because I've been doing it for so long, that I have less than 10 people listening to me at any given point? I am not deserving of people listening to me. I shouldn't be expecting it in any regard. Having it is a privilege. I have to earn that. And to earn that, I have to make good art, not good content. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, ma'am. I just talk sometimes. Sometimes I cannot fucking stand to hear myself talk. Ugh. Not gonna lie, you're my favorite streamer and the only one that I actually watch live. Thank you. That's very sweet. And hearing little things like that is always like, it's wild to me because it takes a level of belief. Like, people say things, you know? And it's not like I'm being like, I don't believe you, prove it. Like, that's not like the energy I'm trying to give off here. It's just like one of those things that like, I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like, and so like it's hard to believe when people say like, oh my god, you're like my favorite streamer or whatever. Like, it's hard to believe that just because it would require me to admit that something I have done is good, which is a difficult ask. But it's just one of those. The world is weird, man. It's a weird world we have. God, this thing is struggling to load right now. I'm going up. You're being a human, my friend. Take a breath. You're doing great. Thanks, Juno. I should. normally this place is supposed to be me comforting y'all through this kind of stuff, and instead I'm going on one of my existential fucking fall aparts again. And January's over. I can't even blame it on the fact that it's January anymore. I can't be like, sorry guys, just January. I got those seasonal sads. It's February. It's still seasonal. I'm still sad. But like, I don't know. It's just goofy shit. That's really all it is. Hello, flower biome. All of this is just like, it's just those voices in your head that are just so hard to listen to. It's I don't know, like this intrinsic feeling of like the things that I create are not worth much because I created them, so how hard could it really be? Obviously anybody could do this if I can do this. Like, it's like we really devalue ourselves as people a lot. Like, it's something a lot of us do quite a bit of, is just like this devaluation. And I know I'm also a victim of it. So it's just like, you know, I'm not surprised that every once in a while I end up in this like little spiral again. But it is always annoying to end back up at the same spiral that I always end up back in, because none of this is new. And any of you guys who have been here long enough, like any of you guys who are not new chatters who have been here for the past year or 2 years, know that this isn't a new conversation. We've had this talk before. I've been here before. I'll be here again. I'm always here. This is just part of how my brain thinks and the things that my brain doesn't shut up about. It's a little exhausting to run around in circles, but I haven't found a way out yet, and so I'm still just running in my little circles. I'm doing my laps around the track. I'm running on the treadmill. I'm being a good human. I'm getting in my daily exercise. I'm going to live long past my 80s, and I'm going to take over the entire tri-state area. You know? Ooh. That looks pretty. I'm going over there. Oh, ow. I've got to be a little bit more careful. I know it's hardcore. I'm just running around in Minecraft in hardcore mode and hoping that I don't accidentally slip and die, which is getting increasingly likely as I run around with a full inventory and nothing to do. Emily commented on the way that I said inventory today, and now I'm trying to actively correct myself because she doesn't like it. She said I need to stop saying it that way because it makes me spell it wrong, which she is not wrong about. Whoa. I'm living here. I don't care if we're in hardcore mode. I don't care how you pronounce it. It's okay. I'm not actually blaming you. I'm just conscious of it. Bonk. I may have to leave to do my math homework. You can do that. I'll stop talking like a crazy person now. I've just been on a fucking crazy person rant today. Oh, I went on a crazy person rant and never even fucking joined the VC. I just stopped thinking altogether. Where is it? Streaming VC. I forgot to join this so that Emily could join. I forgot I got lost in my sauce. Hello, son. I want to live in the pillars. This feels like a bad place to live in a hardcore world. This feels like a bad choice. Anyways, haha, Minecraft. Silly Minecraft. Silly Goofy. I just play Minecraft, and that's it. Hello, B. Lore question. Is there an account for lore on Tumblr? Is there? I think... I don't remember if I ever made one. I had plans to. Admittedly, I'm not sure if the lore Tumblr is up yet. If there's not, I will get on that. I thought I made one. I might not have. This feels like a really bad hardcore idea, right? Like, this isn't a good idea. For that exact reason. I can hear the bees. Like, I should not live here, right? I looked at Children of Aesir, but I couldn't find one. It's, you know, it might not be on Tumblr yet then. So, give me some time. I will get a Tumblr up and going for that as well. There is an Instagram and there is a TikTok. But there may not have been a Tumblr yet, and there is not and will not be a Twitter. Because fuck Twitter. Did someone say Children of Aesir? Nah, I don't think anyone did. Hey guys, did you know that the next episode of the Children of Aesir comes out, or not episode, sorry, trailer. The next trailer for Children of Aesir comes out tomorrow. Do you know tomorrow is Saturday? Saturday is Lore Day. I didn't know that. Guys, Saturday is Lore Day. I can't believe that comes out tomorrow. Oh, Village. We're going that way. I cannot fathom that this is finally coming out. I have been spending so many hours working on this thing. Okay, I'm gonna stop and load for a goddamn second. Okay. A lot of the lore has been the fight not only between like make good art and make good content, but also between make it perfect and get it done. Because I have spent hours and hours and hours working on like the lore, and then like we'll watch it back and have like a piece of it and we'll be like, okay, well it is kind of done, but it could be better. And it's always this like way between like, do I take the time to continue working on it and make it better, or do I just move on because we have so much to do? Which is a difficult call to make and has been made several times in both directions. We've made several times where we went good enough, and we have several times where it was like, no, we need to stop and revert. This may take 7 hours to fix, but we need to fix it. Ooh. This is a cool little area. I might do something with this. Because that direction is where the pillar build is. The pillar build is over there. 82,000's going, hello. Yeah, the pillars are there. So I could like return back there. Maybe this will be my little house for now. Maybe this village is where I live for the moment. Ooh. Let me throw some things in here. Throw my feathers in here. Take these. I'll put those on. Thank you. I know it's just leather, but leather is something. Okay. Time to find a house and put a chest in. I just gotta pick a house that I want to live in. You know, this might be a good one. Ooh. Hello. Potatoes. Some apples. See, I have my inventory mod on, but I don't think it's working, and I don't know how to make it work. I have the inventory mod in my mods folder, but it's not working. So I don't exactly know how to make it work. Like, I'm not sure what I've done wrong here. But I have to pick a house. I mean, I like that this house is separated, but it doesn't give me any room to like expand. But let's see. No. Hello, Iron Golem. Good to have you here. This one's an okay house. Maybe this one will be my house. I think this one will be my house for right now. Right in the center of it all. I'll make it easier to get to in a moment. But let's... Oh. Oh, this isn't a house. This is one of these things. I'll let you keep this. Maybe I'll take the side house over here. This is a cute little place. But I want to build on the other side over there, so maybe it's better to go the other direction. Well, this is also like a bakery. Okay. But I'm very excited for the lore to come out tomorrow. Very excited and very nervous, but very excited. Oh, God, this is going to be an... Oh. There's more badness down there. That sucks, but I think I can make this work. I think we could make this work, guys. We can make this work. I'm gonna put my house up there for the time being. I'm gonna do not this. I'm gonna do that one up there. I'm gonna do the most inconvenient one to get to because I'm quirky. Oh wait, no, not that. No, it is this one. Okay. No. What was the other? Where was the other one? Fuck it. We're taking this one. Oh, this is the one. Okay, this is my house now. Let's do a little bit of rearranging. Okay. Let's finally fucking clean our inventory out because Jesus Christ. These two. We are going to optimize our space for the time being and put them up there. And then let's get to work on cooking up our food. And I might just sit and chitter chatter for a moment while we cook. And then I need this. And I need chests. Okay. Fuck. This is not how tests work. Okay. So. Oh god, I don't have my inventory sorting. This sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna put all of my naturals and like those kind of things. I'll put all of those in this one. Just because I like to have these separated. And then we'll just keep all of this shit in there. So, okay. And then we have an extra chest on accident. Whoops, I got the ice cream. Let's go, a win for you. A win, a win. I don't think Emily chose to join the VC, but I'm in there now. I was gonna say, like, is she just being quiet, or did she choose not to join? Oh. God. I started streaming really late today. Oh, so it is really late, and I have not had dinner, and I'm very tired, so I cannot promise you how long I'll stream today, to be entirely honest. Ugh. There we go. Let's get some more food done. We'll do both of these, all three of these. Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use this chest for strictly food. So that way, like, you know what, we'll do this one as mob dropped by animals kind of thing. We'll do that. Mint cookie crumble sounds like a baller fucking ice cream. I would fuck for some ice cream right now. I have ice cream. I just bought ice cream, but I already had some for fucking lunch, so I don't exactly need any. I had a little bit with my fucking chicken nuggets for lunch because I dip my chicken nuggets in ice cream because that's the type of person I am. But sorry I came into stream late and then got lost in the most ridiculous rants. I don't know, man. I'm all over the place today. But I want to see the sunrise or sunset. Take me to the sunset. I'm gonna have to make sure one of my houses has a good sunset view. Ooh. I'm gonna miss it. 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 Ah. Yeah. This is where I'm building one of my houses. It's gonna be up here. This is the view. This is gorgeous. You know what? Maybe I'll come build out here instead of tucking myself away again. What kind of trees are those? Are they just regular? Yeah, those are just regular trees. It's very pretty. All right, let's get back to the house. Maybe we build here. I think that might be where we build instead. I think it'll be pretty. Hit. All right. I don't really care about sleeping in my house. I just need to sleep in a house. Sorry, sir. I'm sleeping here tonight. I know, I love having fucking shaders on. All right. Well, I guess now I have to make the choice of whether I focus on building a house or if I focus on getting rich. I never know what to do in hardcore worlds. Like, I never quite know what to do with myself, especially once you find a village, because finding a village feels so much like cheating. Because it's like, you've already got fucking everything you could possibly need. Like, I don't need to get sheep farms going to get a bed. Like, I've already got beds. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna probably at least get like a house going down by the lake and like maybe a little farm going, and then I'll probably focus in on getting like a mine started. I never really know what to do. This feels like a bad thing to have. Looks like it just ends, so. That could be our mine start. This could be like our mining house, actually. Do you know what I mean? Like if I go down here. Oh, these are not 1x1 steps, so I'll have to dig my way back up. Oh, this does not stop. Ooh. Oh. That's unfortunate. But that means that can be another portal at some point, actually. This'll be where our nether portal is. That's like decided for me. I don't think I've ever gotten to the nether in a hardcore world. TBH, I genuinely don't think I've ever been to the nether in a hardcore world. Alright, I'll keep... Jesus, hello. I was just spoken to from across the void. Have you ever gotten to the nether in a hardcore world?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you good at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Emily is a professional. For reference, guys, Emily does not play hardcore. Emily, do I focus on getting strong first, or do I focus on building a house first?
Can you not do both?
I guess I could. I just don't know where to start. I think I want to have like some kind of a house going on, but I'm quite bad at building houses. I've got cherry wood though, so I guess my house is gonna be pink. Cherry plank, pink wood and cobblestone. Perfect. I think this is my plan. I'm gonna cook my iron while I'm gone. I've got just enough to make a bucket. Perfect. Ouch. Sorry, I forgot to join the fucking thing. I was busy losing my marbles for some reason.
It's okay.
I started talking and it devolved incredibly quickly as I lost my fucking mind. I guess I had some things to get off my chest, and you know, Stream is a really great therapist. Crispy! Wow, those are a lot of voice cracks in one sound. Hello, Crisp, how are you? I hope you're well. I apologize for welcoming you in with the sound of a 12-year-old boy. I'm sure here, man. Would you like a I'm good, how are you? Or would you like a I'm spiraling, how are you? I'm great. I'm actually hella sleepy. You know, sometimes sleepy isn't a bad thing to be. Sleepy, it feels good. Tired feels bad. Like when you're like, oh man, I'm really fucking tired. It's usually like that, like exhaustion. Sleepy is just like, man, I've had a nice long day. I got that eeps in me. I got a little eep. I need to get a good snooze. Sometimes that feels good. I do not know how to build on flat plains.
Usually walls is a good place to start. Or layout, or banisters, or really anything.
I kind of want to dig up this patch of grass. Like, if I just, like, flatten, like, this, I think I might be satisfied. If I just, like, you know? I had an 11-hour shift today with no break, but I'm fine. Oh my god. That's, like, illegal, but glad you're doing okay.
Drop the business.
I've had some jobs that were really, really strict in terms of breaks. In both directions, actually. I've had jobs that were very strict and like, you get 30 minutes and no more. Like, my current job tracks our breaks, and I have been reprimanded for coming back to my break 45 seconds late. Like, legitimately 45 seconds late. And she was like, you really need to make sure you're coming back on time. And I was like, like, obscene shit. And I also had jobs that were just like, you just need to make sure that you take a break. Like, you can take an extra 5 minutes if you want or whatever, but like, if they find out that we didn't give you a break, we are going to be in trouble. I was like, oh, okay. Let's not even talk about the law. It's a great place to work. I love my job, and I could have taken a break, but I wanted to get stuff done. See, that's totally different. If you're like, I've got shit I'm doing, like, that's fine. I'm the store manager, so I get to do whatever I want. I even told the coker I was telling, hey, don't worry about us being slammed. Like, you take a 15-minute break when you want. Yeah. I need a shovel. I would like to make a shovel. Emily, how do you feel about shovels in Minecraft?
I think they're fine.
I have some people who really scoff at shovels. I know some shovel scoffers who say that they're not worth it. I need to make a spoon. I'm so hungry, bro. The only thing I've had today was the nuggies. And they're just no longer fucking tiding me over.
Maybe a meal.
I need something more than nuggies. Okay. Shovel. Cool. Admittedly, I will almost never make anything more than a stone shovel. I'll just make like 20 stone ones and just live with it. But like, I tend to do that with everything, admittedly, because stone is a completely renewable resource. And I feel like making like iron shovels always feels like a waste to me.
It technically is not a renewable resource.
What is?
Unless you have a stone, unless you have a lava stone maker, which seems like a lot of work for a shovel, but...
I mean, stone isn't almost renewable. I mean, yes, you could run out of stone in a Minecraft world, but you would really fucking have to try. And also, even if I was in an area that didn't have any stone, like you said, I could make a stone generator. Like, it is a renewable resource, it's just annoying to renew. Can I turn down the sound of me breaking blocks? I am being deafened right now. Blocks. Turn that the fuck down. I couldn't hear you over the sound of the dirt. It's a waste until you have an iron farm. Yeah, I need an iron farm. I'm gonna be honest, I've never made an iron farm, and I also don't know how to. Why is
usually iron golems.
Oh, is it an iron golem farm?
Usually.
Oh, that makes sense, I guess. I have Alanis Morissette in my ears right now. My mom would love this stream. My mom loves Alanis Morissette. Okay. Nom nom nom. Breaking grass is so annoying. I've got to decide, like, what shape, how do you decide house shapes in Minecraft? Because you usually just start throwing banisters down and just going with it. When you start throwing banisters down, do you do it with, like, an intention of, like, this will be a corner and then this wall, there'll be this long, or do you just start putting shit down?
I just put it where God tells me to put it.
You let God lead you?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to try that, huh? Oh, hang on.
Like, trying to make, like, yeah, you need, like, corners. Like, I count. Like, okay, well, this lines up with this. Sure, this is a wall. But, like, I don't, like, plan. Like, I don't, like, count really that much.
I gotta run back to the village real quick to take a sleep in between my frantic building. Sorry, sir, I'm robbing your house again. Let's see. I've never made a farm other than a food one. I've been playing for 10 plus years. No, for real. I've never made an iron farm, and I've been playing Minecraft for longer than I remember. Live in a cave or a tree does work for you. Yeah, honestly, I 9 times out of 10 live in caves. Like, I 99 out of 100 times choose to live in caves. So this is me making a bold choice. Okay, wait, a Loki-inspired build, though, that would be kind of amazing. How, yeah, are we talking about my viewer Loki, the Avenger, or the Norse god? Which one of those?
Those are real people.
Those are real people. I'm trying to think, like, how would I do a Loki-inspired build? Hang on, sorry, I just broke my everything. Where's my fucking, activity feed? There it goes. I broke my activity feed. Like, I could do, like, Norse-inspired themes. Huge spider! Yeah, that's the way to do it. Let me build a big spider. Like, I could do a Norse god-inspired temple-style shit. I mean, I could do something for Loke. Trying to think, what would he like?
Maybe not a Minecraft build.
Hey, he's appreciative of all gifts. Minecraft builds included. This is called active praise. The doing of an action rather than the giving of a thing. Okay. Let me slap down a torch here. I'm also going to plant some of my cherry trees so I can have more of those, because right now I don't have any around here, but I need to plant some. So,
Curious, stop beefing with an element challenge level impossible.
Yeah, stop beefing with metals. Why'd they make him British? Listen, interpretations are interpretations. People want to make Norse gods British. I guess I can't be the one to stop them. I can beg, but I can't stop them. And also, Avengers Loki is awesome. He's fantastic. He's just not Loki the god. Very, very different. Let me see. I don't know how to do. I could do something like temple style. I'm really bad at Minecraft, and I'm gonna blame it on my Aphantasia again, because I blame everything on my Aphantasia. There's like, I can't like envision anything. I can't be like, oh, that would be such a, ooh, I like that the sun lines up with that when it rises. Anyways, the sheep are eating my grass. I just like, I can't envision like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if I like, you know, like I just have to just, admittedly, I build Minecraft builds the same way you say that you build them. Is I just let God take me.
Yeah, I don't really envision anything.
I mean, you sometimes do on your creative builds.
Sometimes.
Like, you usually go in with like the context of like, I want to build like an elemental thing, or I'm gonna build
a vague concept, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't have any vague concepts or visions. I don't have anything in between. I hate to come and I have to go up early. No worries. Have a good eep, Crisp.
I feel like Aphantasia does not keep you from having vague concepts, but maybe I'm misinterpreting that thing.
Actually, no. Aphantasia, I am incredibly great with vague concepts. It's actually the only way I can envision stuff is through vague concepts.
Distinct vague concepts. That's what I do.
Yeah, I've got to start there, though, so I need to come up with a vague concept that I like. The vague concepts, the lack of my vague concepts does not come from Aphantasia. It comes from my lack of creativity. Completely different problem, really. Unrelated to my previous issues. I've just got a lot of issues. I just complain a lot. It's a skill of mine. Okay. What if I do, right? Like, we could do like, which way? Okay, so the sun goes there. So I want glass there. Like that's one of the only things I know is that like the sunrise is there. Actually, I might wait. Wait, the sun's there. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the sunset to see exactly where the sun sets so I can kind of orientate myself around it a little bit. Because I think it's like directly this way, which means I think I should just be able to do like a wall like here to like here, right? And have that be like a big glass visual so that we can watch the sunset. And maybe I'll even like build it up a little bit so I can like look out over the river and everything. So that might be the way that that goes. Or maybe I build that here. Like that, but like bigger. That, but better. My pickaxe is on the verge of exploding. It has so little life left. I think maybe. I'll have to see where the sun sets when the sun starts setting. But I'm either gonna put it back there, or I'm gonna do like this point here so that it can like look out over the lake. I think looking out over the lake would be very pretty. Oh, and there's water down here. I can make a waterfall. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna make a waterfall there. Oh, God, Emily. No, wait, Emily. God is speaking to me, not God. Emily is speaking to me.
I'm here.
Thank God.
What do you need, son?
If you were a god, like if you were a god, and people like prayed to you, you know how like some people like everybody like prays to gods like for things. What would people pray to you for?
I don't know, like sick vibes.
Sick vibes. Oh Lord, Emily, please bless me with those fucking sick ass vibes.
Got a party coming up? Worried about the people coming? Don't worry.
Don't
I don't know, probably fucking, I don't know, I don't know.
I'm challenging you with the hard-hitting questions.
I don't know stereotypical ideas, creativity, like, yeah, for sure, but, like, I don't really...
See, but that
that's kind of it.
That resonates with, like, a preconceived notion of you. I want what resonates with your soul. What does your soul say?
I don't know. Can you have some? I do like salt. That is
Can
true.
I have salt, please?
I do like salt.
I love that there's like there could be like a thing that like, you know, the overarching community would be like, oh yeah, you pray to the goddess Cyrena when you're like, man, I really need I need to get this painting done or whatever, like, you know, it's the determination. But then like the devout followers know like, no, you can ask her for that, but what she's really great at is fucking sick ass vibes and salt, like. There's like a major concept of like, oh yeah, this is what most people pray to her for, and then the devout followers know like this is her real specialty. I like the concept of having both. I feel like mine could have something to do with like either like change or like introspection of some form. I'm a very introspective person, for better or for worse. Often for worse.
So you're the high priestess.
I could be the high priestess. I feel like I would be either the high priestess or the tower in terms of things that people ask for. They either come to me for introspection and like listening to your inner voice, or the actions I take in destroying everything around you and running away and just changing everything for the new, but also for the better. You know?
Of course.
I aspire to be the tower.
I know.
That's why I'm constantly just, you know, living it, being like, oh, in what ways can I destroy my life for the better today? Oh, Ark is offering you Bobed stick.
They are instantaneously worshiping me. I didn't even do anything.
I mean, that's what happens, right?
I mean, I'll take your bread.
What kind of physical offerings would people put at your temple?
I mean, bread's cool.
Yeah, bread is a good start, admittedly.
Really anything. I'm not really picky. I don't really want cheese or like food in general. It's like non-perishables seem like a bad idea.
Yeah, non-perishables feel like a really bad idea. But like, I definitely wouldn't be the god that you like, go put wine on the altar. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't really want alcohol.
Most gods want alcohol on their altars.
Give me a Shirley temple.
I haven't had any alcohol to put on Loki's altar for a while, and I feel bad about it. I used to keep alcohol in the house legitimately for my altar. Okay, this is a good viewpoint.
I like crystals. Give me those.
True. I definitely would be a bone person. I've been offered pasta. Thank you, Ark. Oh, what for your altar only? Alcohol. I used to legitimately keep alcohol in the house, like vodka and like rum in the house specifically for my altar. Like, I would just keep it for Loki for like holidays and worship and stuff. Because when I turned 21, my mom started buying alcohol for me, and like obviously like a bunch of people bought alcohol for me for my 21st birthday, and I don't drink. So I took it all home, and I would keep it like in the kitchen, and then for the holidays I would go and grab a fucking whatever. I'd go grab shit and put it up on the altar. Because I am just that kind of person. Oh, hear more. I'm sorry. I didn't know you didn't want food. I'll take food. You gotta love being named Loki. So when the god is brought up, I swiftly turn my head and then I get sad because they aren't talking about me. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Choose a better name next time.
Loki's a fantastic name, but yeah, that's like the consequence of like choosing a name that is also a commonly said word. Although admittedly, depending on what circle of people you're in, it's not usually a commonly said word, but okay. So we're gonna do like to here, and then actually we'll do like that, I think. So actually maybe like this. We'll do like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, something like this. Like that. And then oh, this house is much too big. Uh-oh. I'm building too big again.
So you.
So me is always biting off more than I can fucking chew. Okay, honestly, I mean, this is big, but it's also just like a casual L shape. Like, it's not like an impossible task. And then I'd probably do, I don't know what I would do. I'm gonna do like, this is gonna be a big glass window, so there's just gonna be like designed areas here. And then this probably would be like a chest storage area. Like, cause like I usually make my storage areas fairly large. So this would probably be storage area, chests and crafting. And then maybe I'll put a bedroom over here. Again, I am making this too large. I don't need a dedicated bedroom, but I
You don't.
I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll just put a bedroom upstairs. That won't be inconvenient.
I don't think I've ever in my life built a house this big.
On a hardcore world, let alone.
In general, really. Creative included.
Really? I come from a super builds background, so like this is kind of the shit that I like to do, and I don't really do anything else. I always build fucking massive. It's just like my instinct. Oh, I'm out of stone. Well, this is unfortunate. I'm also gonna have to pick something for my floors. Maybe I do cherry wood for the floors rather than the walls, because having pink walls is gonna be obnoxious, but pink floors could be cute. You know? I don't know what I'm gonna do for walls, though. Oh, I also should probably do designed floors of some site, shouldn't I?
I mean, I don't, but we can.
So if I do, like... I guess I'll do the outside rim like this. And then I'll probably do like a circle of oak, maybe? Oh. I don't know how to build. Hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that'll be like our outline, and then maybe I'll run a thing of oak around the inside, because like oak and the pink are pretty cute together because they're both just very lights, very Neapolitan. Yeah, I'll do that. God, I wish I had grabbed some of that dark oak, man. Because then I could do dark oak around like the top. Oh my God, it could be so Neapolitan themed. The only thing I have is around here is fucking birch. Yeah, it's just birch and oak around here. I don't even have spruce, man. What am I supposed to build with? Ugh. Okay, I have to figure something out. I have to go get more oak, though. Alright. Still can't taste my ice cream. I'm so sorry. Alright. Nom 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 nom. I wish more blocks in Minecraft were like wood, where I could break one block and get 4 out of it. That'd be really handy. It takes like no time to get the amount of wood you need for shit, and then you're like, man, I need stone, and then you're just like, well, guess I'm gonna be here for the next 72 years. Thank you for the pineapple on pizza. I'm trying to think. If I had an altar, I did, like I said, I think bones is a pretty obvious answer for me. I would definitely want bones on an altar if people were to like give things up for me or like put things on my altar. Besides that, I mean, mushroom imagery is usually a pretty good bet with me. I'm a fan of mushrooms. Probably a little bit more in the creepy decay aesthetic than the like cutesy non-binary frog aesthetic. No hate on that. It's just not usually my go-to with my mushroom aesthetics. Music. Like listening to music would be a form of like active worship for me. For sure, for sure. Like just like enjoying music. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I think any time that you were like because like every god has like offering worship and then active worship. So like when I used to work with Hades, like active worship was a lot different for him because he was a god of death and burial. So when I was working with Hades, as annoying as it often was, no hate on working with him at all, if I came across roadkill or dead animals of any form, I would have to, not have to, I guess, but I would feel the requirement to stop wherever or whatever I was doing to remove the animal from the road and place it under a tree or under some leaves or on the grass in some form and pay it respects as a form of burial, because that was a form of active worship for the god that I was directly working with. And so like it was just like good practice to do that. Which is like, it's like a whole thing. I don't know. Like, it's like one of those, it was just like a thing I did. Or like you oftentimes would like go to graveyards just to like be there, like just to be in that atmosphere and like pay respects and just like acknowledge the dead. Like stuff like that was like active worship versus like passive worship, like in form of like the way that you thought about things. Or like just like the beliefs that you held or whatever, and then like the gifts that you would give is like a different type of devotion. So like, you know, putting pomegranate seeds out for him. Big fan. And also dark chocolate, which means sometimes I would get him those pomegranate and dark chocolate cherries, or not dark chocolate cherries, pomegranate dark chocolate candies. And obviously I can't like speak for a god or whatever, but from my intentions, from the intentions I could feel, he was quite a fan. So it's like one of those like weird things. But I'm trying to think what else. Like for like same thing with like for Loki. Like there are things you can do for active worship. One of them being chaos. One of them just being like just cause fucking problems for those who deserve it. Like do not make lives easy for people who don't deserve it. And just like causing like minor fucking issues. But there's also like a lot of forms of like passive worship in terms of like the way that you think about things, or even like the things that you do, like the way that you treat people or the way that you treat situations or like whatever. Like he's very much one for being leader of the lost kind of vibes, which resonates a lot with me if you wasn't a painfully obvious. Yes, nothing I love more than falling asleep in my on my fucking pink floor. This house is ugly. I hate this already. Yeah, leader of the lost souls, cough cough. Man, it's almost like that's like one of my favorite running tropes of all time ever. Is like the one who brings in those who are lost. It's a major reoccurring theme in my actual life, and also one of my favorite dynamics. It is in the god that I worship. It's in every story I write. All of them. Every one of them.
All of them.
All of them, Emily. You know, if you want to claim that every story you have has sun and moon imagery,
I don't claim that.
I've got you beat 100 times over. I don't have a story that doesn't have the one who takes in those who are lost. I don't have it. It's all I have. When you plant the cherry blossom trees, now cherry blossoms fall here, and that makes me happy. Really, Xander, I wouldn't have guessed. Don't come for me. I will come for you. I will fist fight. I will fist fight a child, and I have no fears. Bonk. Okay. I'm gonna have a chest so I can throw my shit in here for now. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay. I am going to need to make a run down to the mines, though, because I desperately need some stone. And some iron would be nice, but I don't have that. It's just a hole here. But there is like a semi-mine looking thing somewhere. Oh yeah, there's this over here. If any of these just lead down. Oh, perfect. Oh, I left my torches in my chest. I'm a dumbass. What time? Arc stuff fighting the gods. We all know how this ends. Yeah. As much as it would be really funny to like have like a follower be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. I think we all know how that ends, right? Because like, as much as the god worship thing is very goofy and funny, this is I also am, by like joking standards, the god of this domain. As in, I decide if you get to be here or not, and can just make you go away really easy. Not that I'm threatening that to anybody. Just as a commentary of, I think people forget it's really that easy. If ever you're like, man, oh man, I could just fuck with Xander and piss him off and annoy him. You can. There's consequences. Swift and easy consequences that like 9 times out of 10 I don't even have to do because my mods will take care of it for me.
I haven't banned someone in a while.
Yeah, Emily's fingers are getting itchy. Be careful. She's starting to twitch on that trigger finger's twitching. Oops. The mods are scary. They should be. That is their job. Their job is to keep you afraid enough of them to not fuck around with me. They make my life easy. I'm gonna go mine that iron that's up there. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Hello, Iron Golem. Bark, bark, bitch. Is real. Thank you, Oblivion. My guard dogs keep me safe. Oh yeah, I have the official list of all of the people whose voice lines are in Stream 1. Starting to wonder if I should slip that information out there or not. I don't know. What do you think? Is that something I should keep under wraps, or should I start revealing that kind of stuff? Because Stream 1 is like I said yesterday to you, and not to stream, but that, you know what I mean, is essentially done. Which means I do have the official list of whose voices is in Stream 1. And if your name isn't in Stream 1, by the way, don't feel bad. It doesn't mean that I didn't like your voice. It means that I probably have chosen you for another line. There's only so many lines in each episode. Admittedly, Stream 1 is one of the ones with the most voices. So there is quite a few people. Is Stream 1 coming out tomorrow, or is there another trailer? Tomorrow is not Stream 1. You will know when Stream 1 is coming out, I promise. I will be entirely honest with you. You've got a couple more things to go before you can reach Stream 1. You're not there yet.
You're not strong enough.
You're not, trust me, you have not been prepared for that yet. There is much more that you must go through. We do have a date set already as to when it's coming out. Oh, I forgot, these are zombies. I can just lead them out here. There we go. I don't get power, where all people, so... I don't get power, we're all people, so why do some people get more respect than others? It makes no sense. So, you asked 2 different questions there. Ow, I'm on fire. Oh, am I gonna die? Oh, am I gonna die? Oh, I might die. No, I didn't. I'm fine.
Fine. You're fine.
Sorry, I got scared because I was on fire and I don't know how long fire lasts. So you're asking 2 different questions, Ark. So you are asking a question of I don't get power, which is completely different from respect. And then you're stating that all of us are people, so why do some get more respect than others? That's another question. Respect is different than power. Now, having respect, having like people that respect you, can give you a certain type of power, but that is a little bit different. I'm not sure which one you specifically want addressed here. But it's honestly, it's not a super easy answer. I'll start with the respect thing if you'd like, because that's a little bit easier to kind of focus in on. Power is a very complicated one. Refer back to the 6-hour video I made. It's not 6 hours. Refer to the very long, 1.5 hour long fucking video I made about power dynamics and why they work and how they work. But in terms of something like respect, okay, yeah, the power one, I'll talk about it quietly. I'll talk about that like quickly in a moment, but I'll start with the respect thing, because power from respect is a thing. Now, in terms of why do some people have more respect than others, there is 2 types of respect. There's human respect and there's power respect. Those are 2 different things, right? So there is like, I shouldn't say power, because that'll get confusing. There is human respect and authority respect. Now, everybody should be required to respect everyone else as people. I respect you as a human being, right? Inherently, because you are a human being, and thus I must treat you with the respect that a human being deserves. That is just an inherent law that everyone should follow. Some people who don't follow those rules are usually regarded as bad people. If you treat people with less respect than a human being deserves, you're a bad person. End of story. Everyone should be treated as human beings. That's a base level of respect. Respect as an authority figure is a completely different thing. That is a piece of respect that is either given through a title, which is a type of power, titular power, the power of having a title that says you have to respect me, title like parent or teacher or boss, right? Those are words that carry power, and it requires you to respect them because they have power. But it can also be earned. You know, there are powers of titles that are earned. So like boss is a title that gives you power, but it's also usually an earned position by most people, not all. So that's a complicated one. Some people have more power because they've genuinely earned that power, and thus they deserve the respect that they should have. Like a professor. A professor has gone through a lot of work, and thus you should probably respect them at a level of authority of, hey, you put in all of this work and you've earned this title of respect that I will put on your name. Same thing with doctors. But that's also something that should be, it needs to be earned continuously. Just because you earn the title doctor doesn't mean that everyone needs to respect you as an authority figure, because if you don't treat people with the base respect of a human being, I'm not going to treat you like an authority figure. Like, do you know what I mean? So that respect is something that's given and taken, and power is then also placed on respect. If you respect someone, normally they have a certain level of power over you because you'll do what they say. Kind of all it means. There's a lot of other forms of power. The one you seem to be talking about when in regards to power and respect is normally titular power, as in why do some people have titles that mean that they're more important than other people? Which is either, like I said, power given, power taken, or power earned. It gets a little bit complicated when you start looking outside of that, because there are types of power that people have that they either earn, or that they take from someone, or that they're given, or that they're placed in because of circumstances. Like, it's power is very complicated, but you always have power. And if you don't, you can always gain power. No one is ever in a position in which they have no power and can gain no power. Like, even if you were to look at the lowest like level of power, if you were like to look, like if we want to like look back at like I don't even know, like if you're in prison, right? Like all the way down the food chain. If you want to go look all the way down to like if you're in prison, you're like an inmate or whatever, and you have no power over when you eat or where you eat, what you do, where you go, who you speak to, or whatever. Like, you have completely had all of your powers stripped away. You are still capable of creating power for yourself, which is like something that is a lot of different, like, how to say, like, a lot of prisoners seek. Some of them seek it physically. They physically work out to get stronger, which creates a level of power that they have over the people around them because it gives them a safeguard. You don't fuck with the dude bench pressing 250. That's just a rule of the world. Like, so like they can create their own power. You can also do it through knowledge. Go and study, get a job while you're in prison. If you're in like long-term prison, you can get jobs internally. You can make friends with guards. Not an easy thing to do, but it is a thing that people do. You can befriend authority figures. You can befriend the dude who's bench pressing 250, right? he gained power by physically working for it. If you can't bench press 250, you can have power of connections by making friends with a dude bench pressing 250. That's a different type of power. Like, there is always something you can do to benefit your position by, admittedly, manipulating your situation or manipulating those around you to gain power. It's a weird way to think about it, but it's kind of how the world works. Is your straw metal? Yes, it is. It's got a little rubber piece on it here that you can chew on, but all of this down here is metal. This is just a little like mouthpiece that I can chew on. Never had that question before. Yes, my straw is metal. Save the turtles or something. I don't know. Okay, good. I hate metal straws. Yeah, no, I also am not a fan of them because they don't feel good. So I've got the little rubber chewy part. Yes, as Mindstormer said. Okay, I need more food. How much cobble did I get? Not much. I need more cobble. I need to go just like mine a strip of cobble. I don't want to like mine out the fucking place I'm standing. Go mine that. I don't even know what I want to go mine holes in. I don't know what I want to mine a hole in right now. Maybe I'll just go start a mine. That'll inherently give me stone, and it's something I'm gonna have to do anyways. Fuck it. Let's just go down here. And then since the lava is in that direction, I'm gonna go this way. I like the power of knowledge, but it doesn't work well with memory loss, terrible memory, so I write in books a lot. Yeah, the having informational power or the power of knowledge, two very different things, but both important. That one's definitely a tricky one. It is difficult because, like you said, I have a terrible memory. I think Emily is relearning that every day that she lives with me because it is almost comedic. I try to explain it to people, but people don't believe me, and they're like, you know, I've got a terrible memory too, and I'm like, no, I'm not joking. I'm not, it's not funny. It sucks. It's horrible. I will have entire conversations with people and then forget them. I legitimately, like, I forget everything. I will forget important conversations I've had with people. Somebody will tell me something about their childhood and I will straight forget it. Whenever I date somebody, I have a tendency to make a note in my phone because I feel like a bad partner if I cannot remember important things about them. So, like, I will have a note in my phone of, like, their order from different restaurants or, you know, whatever it is that I need to remember. I have all of my friends' birthdays written down in their Discord notes because I will forget their birthdays otherwise. Like, including, like, my siblings as well. I straight up don't know my siblings' birthdays. I have to have them in my calendar. So yeah, no, I kind of suck, but I'm doing my best. My parents blame me on ADHD and that I'm not paying attention. Well, it is to blame on ADHD, but it's not the not paying attention part. It's the memory deficit piece of ADHD. Completely unconnected, but also related. And there goes my pickaxe. Well, that got me one stack of cobblestone. I just scratched my fresh wound by accident. Dear God, I'm sorry. I need another pickaxe. Womp. Actually, let me make 2 pickaxes if I'm going to be focusing on getting cobble for a second here. I'm also going to take more food. Okay. But yeah, anyways, these are just little brain thoughts. I don't remember what we were talking about. What in the world were we talking about before we were talking about memory loss?
You were talking about power.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about that. Yeah. Anyways, power's crazy. I don't know. That's the end of conversation, I guess. End of commentary. I don't know if I have a favorite type of power to hold. Power of connections is definitely incredibly useful. I'm a big fan of it, but it is the type of power that takes the most amount of upkeep, because you have to upkeep all of those connections, and you also have to consistently have give back to have, because otherwise you're just manipulating people. Like, power of connections is great to have because it can get you ins on things, people can teach you things, they can help you, like there's like a lot of benefits you can have from having a lot of connections, but you also have to upkeep those connections so that you're, you know, both actually friends with the people and not just using them for their abilities, and also like you have to have something to give back to them. So that's a difficult one. I think we've all had the friend who liked people for having the connections and then would just use them. And like we've all had that friend who like only texts you when like something is like going wrong. Like they only text you when it's the fucking end of the world. You know what I mean?
I wonder who you're referring to.
Is there one specific one? I think I've got a couple I could be thinking of.
Perhaps.
I'm wondering which one you're thinking of. Are you discussing a mutual connection?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, you could be thinking of two mutual connections I don't know of. I'm not even sure which one. You should Discord and let me know.
I don't know who the other one would be.
Okay. Anyways, I'll talk about you over dinner. But yeah, no, we've all had it. We've all got at least one friend that we've like known that like either like we used to be really close friends with and drifted away from, or like right as we got to get to know them, like that like genuinely only reaches out to you when they want or need something from you. And like we all know it don't feel good. So like that's the danger of power connection. If you don't properly upkeep it, it turns sour very quickly. And sometimes that actually works against you in that now it's not just someone who like isn't there to give you that power of connection. Now it is somebody who's actively dislikes you. I've had that friend, but now we don't talk like at all. That's honestly probably for the better for you. You clearly didn't have a friendship going on. You had a transaction. I feel bad sometimes because sometimes I worry that people view me that way because I reach out to people a lot when I have problems. But sometimes I just straight up forget to text people, and then I have something I want to talk to them about, and then I reach out to them. So I have to try to be careful to not, you know, be more clear about that. Hello, someone on a toilet. Welcome into stream. Quite a name. Not gonna lie, she was kind of depressing. Yeah, there are some people that just genuinely it is difficult. And I don't even mean like the people who reach out to you every time they have a problem, because that's different. Like if you reach out to me every time you have a problem, good, I'm glad you're reaching out to me. But if you only ever message me when you're like, hey, I need something, not even just like, hey, I need to talk, but like, hey, I need something from you. It's like, well, yeah, I've had a great day. How are you? Also, you didn't even ask if I can help you. It's just you need something. It's like, I don't know. I don't get why people are friends with people they don't like. Like, dude, sometimes it's out of like a feeling of like social obligation, if that makes sense. I have definitely stayed friends with people that I didn't necessarily like because I felt like I had a social obligation to remain friends with them, either because I owed them something, or because I had friends who were close with them, or even like because in my younger years, if you looked back at middle school and high school, because I worried for their safety if I was no longer friends with them. I definitely had friends that I remained friends with because I was afraid that they would hurt themselves if I wasn't still friends with them. That is not a healthy relationship. If you ever like, this is gonna sound really dark. I'm about to make a really dark piece of advice. Take this as you will, okay? If somebody is ever threatening that kind of shit, right? If you are genuinely ever concerned that somebody would actually hurt themselves if you are no longer friends with them, cut them off. Cut them off. Get rid of them. That it is so not your responsibility to do something like that. Call a fucking social counselor on them. Tell their parents, maybe not their parents, depending on the situation. Tell a safe adult. Call the cops on them if they're really that seriously concerned about them. Unironically, call the cops on them. I am not a cop supporter. ACAB, hate cops. But if they're like, I'm gonna kill myself if you break up with me, break up with them and then call the cops on them and tell the cops they said that. Send them over. It'll cost them money, not you, Queen. Like, these are harsh stances, but at the end of the day, it is unhealthy for you to be in a relationship like that. It is genuinely detrimental to your life. But also, you know, get them help if you can. And if you can't, not your responsibility. It's just not. Yeah, huge cop L. Fuck cops. Don't like cops. Don't appreciate them. Don't like them. Not a fan. But they can be useful for shit like that. I've done it. Straight up. I have made the call. You'd always rather make the call and have them be mad at you than not make the call and realize that you should have. Just a piece of advice. It's a hard piece of advice to follow, but it's genuinely a good piece of advice. Like, if you're like, oh my god, I feel like my friend's genuinely really gonna hurt themselves and I have to stay up late tonight and talk them off of the fucking ledge, whatever, because I can't call the cops on them because like that'll ruin everything. Call the cops on them. Call their parents. Tell your parents and have their parents call your parents, especially if you're a minor. Don't feel like you have to do this shit, man. You don't. You so don't. I wish I had learned that earlier in life. Anyways, all of these conversations have gotten very derailed, and I've been playing Minecraft for like 2.5 hours, and I've accomplished fucking nothing. But I'm hungry. So, me being hungry means that I'm gonna go away and go get food. I forgot that my Discord is a picture of a dick in the name of Old Yeller.
I wish I was still Knuckles.
Yeah, I wish you were still Knuckles too. I liked Knuckles, but your profile picture is quite pretty to look at. You should talk again so I can look at your profile picture.
Hello.
Oh yeah, there she is. Okay, let me save and quit because this is a hardcore world and I've made that mistake once before of ending stream and forgetting to close my Minecraft world and dying. Done that at least once. My chatterinos, is there somebody you want to go see today? Is there somebody you want to go to? Rio seems to be live. I kind of want to... Kitrix is live. Q is live. Peachy Saiyan's live. Ethan Nestor's live. We should go raid Ethan Nestor, guys. Let's go fucking raid Ethan Nestor. That's definitely a normal thing to do. Max GG. You want me to raid Max GG's? He's fucking huge. Fucking... Who is he with right now? Who is he with? Is he with Tubzo? Yeah, fuck it, whatever. I'll go raid Max GG's. Why the fuck not? Why not? That seems funny enough. That seems like a funny enough thing to do. I'll go raid Max GG's. Why not? Whatever. Let's do that, I guess. Climb on in, chatters. We're going to Max GG's apparently. Let's go visit Tubzo. Please behave. I'm raiding you into a stream that has my favorite viewer ever or streamer ever in it. Please don't cause problems.
I'm gonna cause problems.
We're a small raid. We will probably not get recommended or shouted out. Do not feel the need to scream my name in chat, please. That is very bad etiquette in large streamers. You can say hello from raid or hello from whatever, but don't scream my name in chat unless they ask who raided. It's so bad etiquette. Just behave. All right. Be good. I love you all. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry about the rants. Anyways, bye.